Right now, using AI means you sit in the middle. You tell ChatGPT one thing, you tell Claude another, and you're the one copy-pasting between all of them. You're managing AI instead of AI managing the work. Perplexity just launched something called Computer. You give it a job in plain English, it picks which AI handles what, runs it in the background, connects to your Gmail, Drive, Salesforce, whatever you already use, and gives you the finished output. I test these tools for a living, not with demos, with real work. I gave this one 5 completely different jobs for this video. I'll show you all of them, what I typed, what it did, and what came back. One of them broke halfway through and fixed itself before I even noticed. Every prompt I use today, the stock app brief, the content strategy, the clip generator, the research prompt, I've already dropped them word for word in my WhatsApp community. You want to run these yourself, not just watch me do it. Links in the description. So this runs inside the Comet browser. That's Perplexity's own browser. When you open a new tab, you'll see the Perplexity interface. There's a button called Computer. Click that. Clean, minimal, nothing overwhelming. One quick thing before we go into the features. Credits. Top right corner. Think of credits like units of work. Simple tasks, use fewer. Complex ones, use more. On the Pro plan, you get about 4,000 credits. The Max plan gives you additional on top of that. Now 4 things on the left sidebar. Let me walk through each one quickly, because once you understand this, everything else in the video makes sense. Tasks is your workspace. Every job you give the AI lives here. And the important thing, you can run multiple tasks at the same time. That's not a feature, that's the whole point. We'll come back to this. Whatever the AI creates, reports, images, code, video clips, it all gets saved here automatically. You don't have to think about where stuff goes. It handles that. This is where it gets interesting. Connectors are the actual tools your work already runs on. Google Drive, Gmail, Slack, GitHub, Salesforce, Snowflake, CB Insights. Underneath all of this is something called MCP, Model Context Protocol. You don't need to understand the technical details. Here's the plain English version. MCP is basically a universal language that lets AI talk to any software. Whatever tool you use at work, Perplexity can likely plug into it, read from it, write to it, interact with it. Think of it like a universal remote. One controller works on everything. Skills are pre-built capabilities the AI can activate based on what you're asking it to do. Research assistant, media processor, finance markets, web app builder, you don't choose which skill to use. It figures that out automatically. But here's something cool. There's an external marketplace called skills.sh. If you need a capability that isn't in the default set, you can install it. Later in this video, I'm going to install a stock analysis skill from here, and you'll see exactly how simple that is. Okay, first real task. This is a simple one to kick things off, but the output is actually useful. I typed this. I am Vaibhav Sisinty, and I run a YouTube channel. Can you look at my top 5 performing videos as well as the comments and tell me, based on your analysis, what videos I should prepare next? One thing before it starts, you can choose which model acts as the orchestrator. I went with Claude Opus 4.6. It's a strong reasoning model, good at complex multi-step work. Basically an AI brain that runs the show. For a task like this, where you want it to think carefully before acting, that's the right call. Hit send. Now watch what happens in the activity log. This is one of my favorite things about Perplexity Computer. It's not a black box. You can watch the AI's thought process in real time. It loaded a research assistant skill, set up a multi-step research plan. Then it started browsing YouTube. Actually browsing, not approximating. It found my channel, pulled the top 5 videos, got the view counts, the links. Then it moved to comments, reading hundreds of real comments across each video to understand what the audience is actually asking for. You can also keep checking the usage counter in the top right as it runs. Watch the credit number go up in real time based on what it's doing. Here's what came back. Top video, my podcast with Ankur Wariku. Second, Google's 7 secret AI tools. And then the analysis, real patterns pulled from real comments. What the audience is explicitly asking for. MCP tutorials, how I actually make my videos. AI tools for students, its recommendation, 70% mastery guides, 30% podcasts. That's not bad. I didn't brief it on my audience. I didn't give it any background. It found the channel, read the data, built a strategy. Credit cost, 97 credits for the whole thing. Out of 4,000 on the Pro plan, a full content strategy that would normally take me a couple of hours for 91 credits. That math works. If this is useful to you, there's a lot more like this on the channel. Here's where we start running things in parallel. While that content strategy is still processing in the background, I open a new task at the same time. I uploaded a YouTube video and gave it this prompt. I'm trying to build YouTube clips out of this YouTube video. Analyze this YouTube video properly. Cut the clips for me along with thumbnails that can go well with the clips that you have cut. Hit send and just let it run. Watch the activity log. It transcribed the full audio with timestamps. Then it started scanning, not randomly cutting, actually analyzing which moments have the strongest hooks, the clearest standalone value, the highest clip potential. It identified 5 to 6 clip-worthy segments on its own. No briefing from me on what a good clip looks like. It figured that out from the content. Then it extracted the actual video files, and then this is the part that surprised me. It made custom thumbnails with text overlays. That headline, "Will AI replace your job?" That's not me writing copy. The AI read the clip, identified the hook, and generated the thumbnail. Not perfect on first run, but 80% of the way there. For something this early in the product's life, 80% is more than enough to work with. 2 tasks running in the background right now, and I still haven't shown you the one that actually stopped me. That's next. This whole thing runs on AI agents working in the background. If you've never seen how that actually works under the hood, I did a full breakdown of Claudebot. That video explains the engine. This video shows you what the engine can do. I'll link it at the end. This is the one. Pay attention here. I asked it to build a full application, not a template, not a prototype, a working app. Here's the brief I gave it. I want to build an application that helps me understand and input my 3 most important stocks. For every stock I input, it should tell me the rise and growth of the stock in an extremely graphical fashion. It should pinpoint references. At this point, it fell because of this. At this point, it rose because of these conditions. I need a stock educator app that helps me visualize the rise, fall, or growth of a particular stock over the past 10 years and tells me clearly how this stock is performing. I want this to be a full stack application that gives me education and AI powered insights and teaches me what the right points of investing are when I should exit. While the app started building, I jumped over and installed an external skill from skills.sh. That's the marketplace I mentioned earlier. I searched for stock, found a stock analysis skill, copied the URL, opened a new task, pasted the URL, typed install this skill. That's it. The skill installs and becomes available, and look at the screen right now. I've got multiple things running in parallel. The stock app building, the skill installing, the content strategy earlier. This is the whole product in one view. Look at the activity log. It launched 3 skills simultaneously. Finance markets, web app builder, data visualization, all running in parallel. Partway through, it hit an error. The Anthropic SDK import wasn't resolving correctly. And here's what I want you to watch. I didn't do anything. I didn't type a word. It read its own error log, diagnosed the problem, rewrote the broken section, reran the build, self-debugging. In real time, no human in the loop. About 25 minutes after I started the task, it gave me a link. I typed in NVDA, 10-year chart, loaded clean, 52-week high, current price, and then the AI insights. Specific historical events mapped directly onto the price movements. Here the stock dropped because of this. Here it spiked because of those conditions. I want to be clear. I'm not using this for actual investment decisions. You shouldn't either. But as a learning tool, as a way to understand why a stock moved the way it did, it's genuinely useful. And again, 0 lines of code written by me. Last task. And honestly, this one matters most if you're building a business or planning a career right now. CB Insights is a premium research database, the kind companies pay thousands of dollars a year for. I added it as a connector inside Perplexity Computer, then selected it as a source for a new task. The prompt: I run an education platform where I teach people how to use AI. Can you look at the market insights and tell me, according to different research sources, what 10 to 15 jobs are going to be most impacted by AI? What are the top 5 industries I should definitely build something in? It pulled from web sources and CB Insights simultaneously, cross-referenced the data, built the full report. And remember, all of this was running in the background while I was watching the stock app build itself and checking on the video clips. 4 tasks running at the same time. That's the thing people miss when they first see this tool. The report, healthcare, financial services, and education as the top 3 industries. Broke down each one, which specific job functions are at risk, which roles are growing, what skills are being hired for right now. Normally, that research would take half a day. Finding the CB Insights reports manually, reading through dense documents, pulling the relevant data, formatting it. This ran while I was doing 3 other things. That's the compounding advantage. Not just one task faster, 4 tasks at the same time. 5 jobs, 1 laptop. I didn't check on a single one of them. Here's the thing, Perplexity Computer isn't trying to replace Claude or ChatGPT. It runs them. It's the layer sitting on top of all your tools, connecting everything so you don't have to be the one going back and forth. And if you've been following OpenClaw same energy, OpenClaw runs on your machine. This runs in the cloud, both heading the same place. I already did a full breakdown on OpenClaw. If you want to see what's actually happening under the hood, that's right here. Subscribe. I put out new AI breakdowns every single week. I'll see you there.